it was actually the moment I realized my focus is actually on what I lack. But what I need is just focusing on the good sides because I am doing the exercise and then the walking is an extra, the calorie deficit things. And that is the work actually. That is what is gonna take you to the end point. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Nisa. Today I will talk about how we can change our minds, our focus, to not focus on the negative sides of the situation, but focus on the positive or the helpful, beneficial part of the situation. I would like to give one example to clarify the topic. A couple of months ago, I started my journey to lose fats, become healthy, and like almost end of the first month, I started going out for a walk. Until going out, I was actually kind of happy with my process, where like how I started looking at the mirror or like the changes on my body, even though I didn't have too much changes on my first month. But when I started going out for walk, you are outside, there are people, and I started feel like I do not look how I want to look. I am not there yet. I do look so bad. That is something that I cannot bear, like every day. I don't want to go out. I don't want to go for a walk outside, like because I was so conscious about how I look and how much differences I have between, the way I want to look and the way I am right now. It always reminded me, how long the distance is between, these situations. But one day, I just realized the way I think, you know, yes, I am not there. I do not look like that, but I don't have to always remind myself that I am not that girl. Why I am doing this? Because it's not helpful. I mean, it drains my energy. And like when you have goals, actually, like what you are doing to achieve your goals is actually already taking your energy. You need to make some effort for your goals, for what you should do. When you also have this mental load, which is very negative, it just makes everything so bad. Like you don't want to do it anymore. It just like every day is like a jungle out there, you know. That's why this day I was like, okay, I am not there yet, but I don't have to always remind myself this. It was actually the moment I realized my focus is actually on what I lack. But what I need is just focusing on the good sides because I am doing the exercise and then the walking is an extra, the calorie deficit things. And that is the work actually. That is what is gonna take you to the end point. Negative thoughts or your judgments towards yourself is not the thing that's gonna take you to your goal. Actually, what you need is, acceptance. Yes, I am not where I want to be. You need to just ask yourself, do I need to remind myself or be very harsh on myself to achieve this goal? Like, does this process actually need this criticizing moment for me? That could be something I was used to before, but that doesn't have to be in my future, right? So you need to ask yourself, is this helpful? Is this actually downgrading me? Is this, or is this making me love myself more? Like self-acceptance, self-love, the compassion, like self-compassion. Does this actually increase this? Because what you need is this, the moment of feeling safe, trusting yourself, or just, let it go. Like you are walking, let it go. Try to focus on the good things. I am walking today, and that's gonna help me. I'm studying today. I'm making this content today. that's gonna help me. Yes, I am not where I want to be, but this is the thing that's gonna actually, bring me to there. It's not my criticism. It's not my harsh criticizing moments. It just drains your energy. And when your energy is actually drained, how can you just positively, or, 100% or 90% of your energy just focus on what you need to do? Because the mental work is not actually easy. You shouldn't actually think like, oh, it's just a mental. No, it's not. Have you ever experienced just feeling so in the moment, trusting the process, trusting yourself, trusting what you are doing? Because you have a process, you have a process, and you know that, okay, right now I am not where I want to be, but this process will take me to there. For my journey, imagine me continuing with my harsh criticism, harsh words. You are not there every day, and when I see myself on the mirror, on the, shelves, I was like, oh my God, I am not where I want to be. I'm not where I want to be. Imagine me continue like that. Probably I wouldn't improve the way I approach myself. This process actually helped me to change the way I am approaching myself, because criticism is not something that makes my day. Once you actually feel the, calmness of this approaching yourself from a, positive lens, you are gonna be more nourished. You're gonna be more, maybe like happy, calm, which is amazing. To be able to know the importance of that, calmness, like you need to experience it. Like to be able to see that how difficult and harmful that criticizing yourself is, actually, you need to experience the calmness of approaching yourself, not with criticism. That's so important, actually, because when you live in this mindset, always criticize yourself, push yourself towards your goals, you can succeed every single thing. That's very normal. You can still succeed, but that is not living. I hope that was helpful for you. I will continue talking about our goals, mindset, meditation, and if you like the topic, you can follow me. Thank you so much again. See you in the next video.